All right, welcome to our latest Swampcast. Robbie, Andrew, and Pat Dooley of the Gainesville Sun, and we are here in the press box at Dudley Field, right out there.
Stadium,
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, no, Dudley Field's nowhere to be seen.
I still call Dudley Field.
I almost wrote that, but
I did write that. Oh. I got to go change my calendar.
Dudley do write Field.
But it says it in their media guide, yeah. Dudley Field.
Oh, okay.
So, whatever. Anyway, Vanderbilt Stadium over here. It was, seriously, I'm not kidding, it was a 50-50 crowd today.
It was.
Which was amazing. There was a lot of Gator fans here, and not very many Vanderbilt fans.
No. Florida fans took up the whole side of the stadium practically. And they were everywhere. Before the game, I didn't see any Vanderbilt fans anywhere. No,
and not at all, walking around the stadium. But Florida, probably its best performance of the season so far, obviously scoring 41 points, 31 in the first half, 34 of those in the second quarter. And, you know, I know it's Vanderbilt, but South Carolina came in here and struggled with this team. 21-7 with a late touchdown.
It was very competitive. Florida just overwhelmed them completely with all phases. You know, the rainy block punts were huge, right. And then, you know, Teron Sanders picks up a fumble and goes in. A lot of big plays and a lot of good things came out of this game for Florida.
Yeah, we got a good look at Jordan Reed today, and the whole second half was his because Florida had such a big lead, they didn't want to get anybody hurt. And, you know, he kind of gives them that element that they've been missing. It's that big Tebow-esque back.
But I keep calling him Cam Newton today for some reason. I'm going to stop.
But he does. He looks like him. He really's got a good arm.
Yeah.
The funny thing is he never warmed up today with the quarterbacks, and he goes in the first play, the first pass he throws is a strike to Deontay Thompson for a touchdown.
Yeah. I mean he didn't even warm up before he went in.
Yeah.
His whole arm was completely cold. He worked out with the tight ends in warm-up. So talk about coming out cold and making a big-time throw. That was unbelievable. And
on a cold day. And that's the biggest thing. If you read my column Saturday, Robbie, I talked about, you know, early game, the motions of last week, what you know could be in store next week, and you wondered if Florida might have a little letdown on a sandwich game. Yeah. Instead, they just destroyed Vanderbilt.
Yeah. And Pat, a few weeks ago, you hold Jeff Demps out of the game. The offense totally struggles. Now they've got Rainey in there. Right. They've got Frankie Hammond. A lot of guys making plays. Jordan Reed. It's a much different team now, and they've got so much momentum right now. And it's a one game now to reach Atlanta. This is where they wanted to be all along, and now they're there.
And you know the defense played well. 109 yards is all Vanderbilt got, but I'm
2 of 16 on third down.
Yeah, but that part I don't care about because Vanderbilt's awful on offense. They're 12th in everything, and only because there's not a 13th, and they're just not any good. And so you could see it, Robbie. Even their game plan was terrible today.
Yeah, they had no real scheme to go get at Florida's secondary of any kind.
Couldn't run the ball, and of course with Warren Norman out that hurt, and then Zach Stacy gets hurt in the second quarter. His backup.
He's okay though, concussion. He's fine.
But just no good breaks for Vanderbilt. Everything that could go wrong did for them, and the Gators overwhelmed them. So we're set up now, Robbie. Huge week next week.
The Swamp is going to be alive. I'm telling you, that's going to be get there early and have a good time.
You wondered how big that game was going to be. You wondered if it was just going to be let's see who's going to go play in the Papa John's Bowl. But now, SEC East
Spurrier comes back home to try to get to Atlanta. Through Florida, it's going to be a big time.
It's kind of, for his first trip there as a South Carolina coach, and of course, for Florida, you know, this salvages the season if you can win this game.
Oh, it does. Just getting to Atlanta, that's it. Get there, and it's a successful year for Florida.
And Florida became bowl eligible today. I just realized that. So we're going somewhere in December, maybe January.
Yeah, and all these young guys are getting involved, Pat. This is, you know, Meyer's big on momentum, and he's got some momentum going right now. He's getting more guys involved. This going to the hurry-up was a huge thing, and it's, you know, they've embraced it. They've got a lot of confidence now. It's a whole different Florida team than a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it is. And the other thing you talk about is that they finally figured out, instead of having Brantley run Tebow plays, let's have guys who look more like Tebow run Tebow plays.
Yeah, they're figuring out as they go. You know, they've only been doing this for a few weeks, so they're expanding on what they've got and getting more guys involved. And like he said, Tebow plays are run by guys that can do Tebow. So
exactly, and it's working really well right now. We'll see what happens next week when we come to you live from the Swamp. We'll be doing our Swampcast from there again on Thursday night. Look forward to seeing some of you out there. Until next time, Pat Dooley, Robbie Andrew, the Gainesville Sun, saying so long from Nashville, Tennessee.